Hello, thanks for joining me today on the Season 3 finale of the Leukopak Lady. I've spent this season talking about the broad challenges and solutions on the cellular starting material side of cell therapy manufacturing. What good CSM looks like, better testing, qualification, stratification, and management of donors, engineering and system design principles for donor sourcing and leukopak processing, and the collection, processing, and talent infrastructure needed to support commercialization. Over the last few episodes, I've zoomed out even further to discuss gaps in ownership, lack of alignment, and challenges in scaling towards commercialization. I'm closing out this season by looking forward. What does the future look like if we solve these problems in CSM? So although a lot has changed in cell and gene therapy since 2018, leukopaks are still treated simply as source material. Developers see leukopaks as something they obtain and work around but have no control over. They see unpredictable starting material as a major constraint to their success. But the leukopak of the future will be more than simply a higher quality product. It will become a qualified and controlled input and will be designed to perform within well-designed systems. Rather than relying on simple specifications like cell count and PBMC purity, the leukopak of the future will have results about the cell's immune subpopulations, functional fitness, stress resilience, expansion potential, and predictive performance metrics. All of these metrics should connect directly to manufacturing and clinical outcomes. So how does the leukopak of the future become part of a controlled integrated system? Donor selection will be intentional and targeted for specific development programs. Biological variability will be understood, or at least the factors that influence cellular performance. Performance will be predictable because it will be guided by strong biological data, and controls will extend across the entire value chain. Donor selection and stratification, collection parameters, processing conditions, cryopreservation impact, and data integration. Frameworks will define in general and for specific programs acceptable biological ranges, functional performance categories, and predictive indicators of success. Standardization will enable comparability, scalability, regulatory confidence, and commercial readiness. Fragmented systems will shift towards the integration of donor, manufacturing, and regulatory strategies to be designed, managed, and evaluated together. The biggest shift will be that donor biology will no longer be treated as uncontrollable. Instead, it will be deliberately characterized, managed, and designed into the system. The future of cell therapy won't be defined only by what we build in the bioreactor. It will also be defined by how well we control what goes into it, because everything downstream depends on that leukopak, and that leukopak starts with a donor. So I'm excited to build on this in Season 4 this summer. Season 4 will focus on what allo developers need to document, justify, and control on the CSM side before ever submitting their IND. From that perspective, I'll talk about donors, collections, processing, traceability, and the evidence that supports CMC. I'll also interview regulators, developers, and collection centers to bring in their perspective on IND preparation. So I can't wait to dive into this with you, so join me in June for Season 4 of the Leukopak Lady. CSM Perspectives for IND Success. See you then.